welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about The Wheel of Time. This is a fantasy series written by Robert Jordan, who sadly passed away before completing the 14th book. But don't worry, his extensive notes were used by Brandon Sanderson to finish the series. Sanderson, who also wrote the Stormlight Archive, is currently working on a prequel series called The Age of Legends. So yes, there are now 15 books in the Wheel of Time universe. And yes, I've read all of them. And yes, I cried when Jordan died. I still cry. Don't judge me. Let's start with the basics. The Wheel of Time is set in a world where time is a literal wheel turning through ages. Our world is just one point on this wheel, and everything that happens in the story has happened before and will happen again. You know what else is circular? Torque. It's a pendant worn by channelers of the One Power, the magic in this world. The One Power is in everything. Channelers draw on it from the world around them to perform amazing feats, but they need a torque to focus that power. Think of the One Power like a river. The torque is the dam that lets the water flow through, but without the dam, it floods and becomes uncontrollable. The One Power is split into two halves, Saidin, the male half, and Saidar, the female half. Here's where it gets tricky. The Dark One tainted Saidin, corrupting it with his essence. So when men try to channel Saidin, they gain immense power, but also risk madness and corruption. Women channel Saidar, and while they can also be influenced by the Dark One, they don't have the same built-in risk. The world is always turning, always changing. And when it's in danger of destruction, a soul is reborn. That soul is called the dragon. They're destined to either save the world or destroy it. And where does this soul appear? A small village called the Two Rivers? That's why the Dragon Reborn is said to come from there. Now let's meet our main cast. Moiraine de Modred is an Aes Sedai woman who can channel the One Power. She belongs to the Blue Ajah, a faction dedicated to fighting the Dark One. Her protector, or warder, is Lan Mandragora. Warders are bonded to their Aes Sedai. They're loyal, deadly, and, yeah, usually super hot, just saying. Moiraine believes the Dragon Reborn is one of 5 youths from the Two Rivers: Egwene, Rand, Perrin, Mat, and Nynaeve. All except Egwene are lifelong friends, and they're all stubborn, brave, and willing to risk everything for the people they love. The Dark One knows they may be the dragon, so he sends his monsters after them. Moiraine and Lan help them escape, but soon they're attacked again. The group is split up, and each character begins their own journey. That's the plot of the first book, The Eye of the World, in the Great Hunt. We dive deeper into the world in the White Tower, the home of the Aes Sedai. If you want to become an Aes Sedai, you train at the White Tower. It's divided into Aegis kind, of like departments or guilds. Red Ajah focuses on hunting male channelers. Yellow Ajah specializes in healing. Green Ajah fights in battle. Blue Ajah focuses on causes, especially opposing the Dark One. We also meet more of the Dark One's servants, Fade's wrath-like beings who steal memories. Trollocs giant ogre-like creatures that regenerate. Dark Friends humans who serve the Dark One in exchange for power. The Dark One isn't just evil, he's manipulative. He whispers doubts, makes people question reality, and sows chaos. And the world. It's heading toward the Tarmon-Gaiden, the last battle. At the end of this book, Rand survives a fatal wound, a sign that he is likely the Dragon Reborn. He still thinks he's just Rand, Alter, a farmer from the Two Rivers. As the third book's title suggests, the Dragon Reborn shows Rand beginning to accept his destiny. He trains, grows in power, and attracts enemies and allies alike. Mat gets captured by pirates. Egwene and Nynaeve go to the White Tower to begin their training. We learn more about how messy and political the Aes Sedai really are in the Shadow Rising. Everything builds toward a major battle at the Eye of the World. Moiraine is convinced Rand is the dragon and prepares him for this confrontation. But Rand doesn't want to burn, scared of hurting others or losing himself. Still, he steps up, because he has to. And that's a core theme of the series. Doing what's right, even when it hurts. Choosing duty over desire. Even heroes hesitate. No one is purely good or evil here. Some bad characters redeem themselves. Some good characters fall. Rand's own half-brother, who's a villain early on, becomes a major hero later. So that covers the first season of The Wheel of Time. As we move into Season 2, we'll see the consequences of the battle at the Eye. We'll follow the Dragon Reborn's path as the war against the Dark One escalates. If you enjoy deep fantasy stories like this, check out my podcast. We dive into fantasy and sci-fi every week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.